Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I'll be playing an 1850 Highlander game between my Dark Angels and Danny's Necrons. So the story goes that in the continued effort to try to nip this Tombworld in the bud before it becomes too much of a problem, the Dark Angels are going back. So, you know, the heart of a lion cannot be held down. He has to keep going, and they have to try to doing their best to try to keep these guys from spreading out and causing more mayhem than they already have. So yeah, that's the story that we've got going on here. It's going to be we're going to be doing a Maelstrom mission. So before we go any further, let's go over the armies and the psychic powers. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a combined arms attachment, leading it off in the HQ slots. I have an Interrogator, Chaplain, and Terminator armor, and a level 2 Librarian. We have a 5-man scout squad with camo cloaks and sniper rifles. We have a 5-man tactical squad. We have a 5-man command squad with 3 plasma guns, 2 plasma pistols, and a drop pod as a dedicated transport. We have a mortis pattern dreadnought with 2 twin-link las cannons. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad with a Land Raider Crusader as a dedicated transport. We have an attack bike with a multi-melta upgrade. We have a 5-man Devastator squad with 2 grav cannons and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. And last but not least, we have a 3-tank Predator squadron with twin-link las cannons and las cannon sponsons. So for the Necrons, they'll be running a combined arms detachment. In the HQ slots, we have Illuminator Cerazos, then a Destroyer Lord with the Void Reaper and Phase Shifter. We have a 10-man squad of Immortals. We have a 19-man squad of Warriors. We have a 10-man squad of Warriors. We have a Triarch Stalker. We have an 8-man Triarch Praetorian squad. We have 3 Scarab Swarms. We have a 6-man Destroyer squad. We have a Tomb Spider. We have an Annihilation Barge. And last but not least, we have a Doom Scythe. Alright, my Librarian rolled on Divination, so we got Prescience as the Primaris power. He rolled and got Foreboding and Scryer's Gaze, and of course he has Force. Alright, so those are the armies and psychic powers. We're going to be doing Spoils of War Maelstrom mission, so the objectives are, number 1 is here, number 2 is on that balcony right there, number 3 is over here, we've got number 4 is back in there, we've got number 5 right here, number 6 is back there. So that's the placement of the objectives. Let's go over deployment right now. I've got the Librarian attached to the tactical squad right over here in these buildings. We've got the Predator squadron right here. We've got the bike, the Devastator squad inside of the Rhino there. We've got the Mortis Pattern Dreadnought, and we have the Land Raider with the Deathwing Knights and the Interrogator Chaplain inside. The drop pod with the command squad's also in reserves. Oh, and I've got the scouts have infiltrated up here. As for the Necrons, we have the Annihilation Barge there, the Spider, the Scarab Swarms. We've got some Destroyers up in here. We've got some Warriors back over here. We've got a Triarch Stalker right there. We've got some more Warriors along with the Illuminator there. We've got some Immortals. Then we have the Triarch Praetorians along with his Destroyer Lord back over here. So that's what we've got going on. As of right now, the Necrons are going to be going first. So let's see if I can seize the initiative and take it. I cannot. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Necrons on turn 1. Alright, I actually lied. These are the cards that he drew here for turn 1. So we got Psychological Warfare, Secure Objective 3, and Kingslayer. It's going to be a tough order, I think, on the first turn. So we'll come back to you after movement phase now for the Necrons. Alright, movement phase here for Necrons. These guys moved up. These guys ran up over here. They didn't run, they just moved up really far. These guys moved up, shuffling up. One guy failed a dangerous terrain test, then failed his armor save, then failed his reanimation protocol, so he took a wound. Shuffling up, shuffling up, shuffling up, shuffling up. So that's movement phase. We'll come back to you now with the shooting phase for Necrons on turn 1. Alright, so the Annihilation Barge is going to fire into my Dreadnought over here. So we've got 2 cocked dice there. We got 2 cocked dice, so, and twin linked. Alright, so we've got 4 hits because the 6 counts as 2 additional hits. So wounding, what's the?
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so it needs 5s to glance. One cocked. All right, nothing. Okay, moving on. And now he's going to fire his underslung gun. Nope, nothing, because it has snapfire. All right, moving on. So the warriors back there are going to fire onto him. Only one is in range, so hitting on not a one. That's a miss. All right, moving on. Now the destroyers are going to fire onto him. I think he doesn't like him. I think he insulted their mother or something before the game started. So they've got 2 shots each here, the Gauss cannon thingies, right?
Yeah.
2 shots each. So there's 4 guys that were within range, so we've got 8 shots coming in here. Hitting on 3s or 4s?
Actually 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
Because of the Triarch Stalker.
Oh, because of the Triarch Stalker, he gives them ballistics 5.
Preferred enemy.
And they also have preferred enemy because, you know, that's just how it is. So cool. So 8 hits. Looking for 6s? 6s to glance. Nothing. Okay, moving on. All right, so that's actually it for Necrons here on shooting phase and also for everything phase. So the couple guys ran. These guys did some jump pack moves and the assault phase, and a couple other guys ran, but that's about it. So that's it for the Necron's turn here on turn 1. He didn't actually achieve any of the cards, so we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Dark Angels on turn 1. All right, so I drew Secure Objective 2, Blood and Guts, and Secure Objective 6. So he's happy about Objective 6. So, all right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase here for Dark Angels on turn 1. These guys, this moved up 6, disembark those guys there so they can hopefully maybe make a huge charge over that way. He stood still, did a little pivot, but he's staying still, so he's got Skyfire Interceptor. These guys stood still. He jumped up that way, passed his test. These guys pivoted this way, looking on those dude bros. And my drop pod, this is the first time I've ever used the drop pod, and I dropped it right back here. Moving those guys up there to contest 6 and hopefully maybe shoot these guys off. So that's the movement phase here for the Dark Angels on turn 1. Then we rolled for Psychic phase. I rolled a 3, leaving me with 5 dice, my opponent with 3 dice. So I'm going to use them all on prescience from him onto my tanks. So needing 2, getting it with 3, but perils? Yeah, I bet you're happy. Here we go. 3 6s on 3 dice. Oh, I saw that 1 6 before I saw anything else and gave myself a heart attack. I was like, of course that would happen. All right, so it goes off, but let's see what happens on the perils table. A 2. So I think we'll figure out what that is and come back to you. All right, so he's down 1 wound, and I lost a psychic power. Randomly rolled, and I lost Scryer's Gaze, which is pretty useless to me anyway, so I'm not too upset. So Scryer's Gaze, goodbye. Moving on. All right, the shooting phase here. We're going to start out with the Devastator squad in here. The grav cannons are going to fire onto his destroyer bros right there. So I've got 2 grav cannons that are popping up and shooting. The one is going to be the Signum, which is going to be the black, so they're going to be hitting on 2s. The greens are hitting on 3s. Oh my god, it's a lot of 1s there. And 2s on this one. So, all right, so 6 hits, still not bad. Wounding on 3s because that's their armor. Rerolling because of grav amps. Okay, so I've got 5 wounds there, 5 reanimations. Correct, it's AP 2.
I'm going to take 5 6-up cover saves from Night Fight.
Oh, 5 6-up cover saves because of Night Fight. I forgot. Sorry. Yep. Okay, and now reanimations at 4+?
Roll some 4s this time.
Is it 4+?
It's a 4+ because they're within 6 inches of him.
Okay, because they're 6 inches of him over here, that makes them a 4+ reanimation. So 4+. All right, 3 guys got saved. So 1 guy dies because 2 wounds on him. All right, cool, not bad. Moving on. All right, moving on to the Predator tanks here. They're going to fire into the squad of Triarch Praetorians there with the Destroyer Lord. So they're all twin linked because of prescience. So I got 9 last cannon shots coming in, hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Okay, all hits. Wounding on 2s. 2 1s there. So we've got 7 cover saves we got going on here.
So 5 up for intervening terrain.
Yep.
And then 4 up for Night Fight.
Yep. So it's 4 ups. Okay.
3 fails.
3 failed there on the saves, and then
Resurrections on 5.
On 5s because they are insta-killed.
No, because they're out of the bubble before.
Oh, but do they get...
They're toughness 5, so they're not insta.
Oh, they're toughness 5 because it's strength 9. I forgot they're toughness 5. All right, so nope, so 3 guys die. All right, not bad. I'll take that. All right, Biker Bro here is going to shoot into the Triarch, not Praetorian, the Triarch Stalker. So only thing that can do anything is going to be the Multi-Melta. So hitting on 3s, hit hits. It's within 12 inches, so I think he's got Melta range on him here. So we've got 8 on a 13, so needing a 5 to glance. And getting a 6, so that's a pen. So we've got 4 up cover save because of Night Fight, 5 up intervening and blah, blah, blah. And he's good. Okay. All right, he is going to fire onto the destroyers there. He's snap firing because he's got Skyfire right now. So hitting on 6s. Twin linked. Nope. So wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 6 up. Nope. Reanimation. Nope. So what's his toughness? 5. So he's down another wound. He's down a wound there. All right, moving on. All right, the command squad here is going to fire into the Immortals over there. Let's see, put that name to the test. So I've got 3 rapid firing plasma guns, and I've got 2 plasma pistols firing here. So all hitting on 3s. Oh god, there's a 1. Let's see if that's 3+ armor save. Yep, he's good. So we've got all these hits. Wounding on 2s. Okay, so we've got 6 wounds. So
3 up cover.
3 up cover because they're in area terrain over there. So they've got 3 up cover because it's 4 up plus 1 for Night Fight. Oh wait, still missed 4.
Okay, and then 5 up.
And then 5 up reanimation.
Oh. 2 are cocked.
2 are cocked. Oh, of course, those guys. 2 guys hit there. All right, so that's. Then we're going to shoot just may as well with the Storm Bolter from the drop pod, hitting on 3s. All right, what's their toughness? 4. So wounding on 4s. Got 1. So, all right, they're good. All right, the tactical squad here is going to fire onto these guys. So I've got 4 bolters within range. So hitting on 3s. Okay, wounding on 5s. All right, 1 wound. 1 3 up. Oh, nope. Reanimation protocol. Nope. So another guy's is dubbed. All right, cool. Moving on. I think that's that should be the end of the shooting phase. Ooh, no, I might have one more thing. All right, the Storm Bolter from the Rhino is actually going to fire into the destroyers there. So hitting on 3s. All right, toughness 5, so wounding on 5s. Nothing. Okay, so that's the end of the shooting phase. We'll come back to you with the assault phase. All right, so the assault phase, these guys are going to try to assault his spider there. Essentially the way it is, they're 9 inches away, but I got the Warlord trait, he's my Warlord, of +3 inches to my move, and I'm sorry, +3 inches to my charge. So that would knock it down to 6, but they're going to go through difficult terrain there, so it's going to bump it up to an 8. So I need an 8 on this charge to make it in. Please do it. Nope, half of it. Not even half of it. Jeez. All right. So that's the end of Dark Angel's turn. I'll come back to you with the cards that I achieved. All right, so I got Secure Objective 2, and I got his Secure Objective 3. I didn't get Secure Objective 6 because it didn't drive him off of the objective there, and I didn't get Blood and Guts because I didn't get into a charge. So that's the end of the Dark Angel's turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Necron, or no, we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Necrons on turn 2. All right, so he had discarded Psychological Warfare, so he drew up to 3 here. He drew Secure Objective 5 and Domination, and he still has Kingslayer. So we'll come back to you now after movement phase for Necrons here on turn 2. All right, movement phase here for Necrons. His Scarabs are running up this way, looking on my dude bro there. The Annihilation Barge is over here as my opponent tries to earthquake us through the here. He's got his bad flashback. He's got the spiders coming around this way, looking at my scouts. His destroyers are moving up this way. Same thing with the warriors. Triarch, I think, is maybe shuffled around a bit. The warriors here are moving their way up. They staying right over there, and these guys are moving up this way. Oh yeah, and this guy came in. and he's not within the arc of my dude bro over here to get interceptor. So that's pretty awful. So yeah, that's movement phase for the Necron. So we'll come back to you with shooting phase here on turn 2. All right, so the Doom Scythe is going to shoot his blast over here. He's going to put it right on the corner there. Direct hits. So that's 2 hits onto the squadron here. What is it? Strength?
Strength 10 lance.
Strength 10 lance. So that makes it. So it brings it down to 12, right?
Yeah.
So
2s to glance.
2s to glance. Ugh. Double ones. Nope. So we got one glance and 1 pen.
I'll do the
result. Yep. Do the pen first. 4
plus 2 is 6.
So it's immobilized. All right. So immobilized and down to hull points over here. All right. Not bad. Could have been worse. Moving on. All right. He's going to shoot the rest of his guns here. So hitting on 3s.
Twin linked.
Twin linked. All right. So 4 hits. Looking for 6s to glance. Nope. Nothing. Okay. So moving on. All right, the warriors are going to fire onto my predators over here. So 13 guys are within range and have line of sight. So
ballistic skill 6.
Ballistic skill 6. Oh, wow.
And they have their ballistic skill 5.
So ballistics 5 and +1 from the Triarch Stalker. So looking at 2s re-rolling to 6s, right? Yeah. Isn't that on 6? Yeah. 2s re-rolling to 6s. Re-rolling to 6s. Okay. Close. So 2 missed. That was close.
God, this should be ballistic skill 7.
Oh, God, how could they? God. All right. Glancing on 6s.
Yep.
So 2. All right. I think it's on. I think he's probably the closest. So we'll put them on him, and then. Oh, it might be this guy. We'll figure out which one it is, and we'll put the appropriate number of glances on that dude. All right. His illuminator there is going to fire onto these guys. So he's got a strength 8 AP2 lance shot that's going to be coming in. Side armor's 11 anyway. So hitting on, he's got ballistic skill 5 because of the +1 from the Triarch Stalker. So hitting on 2s, that's a hit. Needing 3s to glance, that's a pen. So +1 because of AP2. 5, so weapon destroyed.
That'll be the last point.
That will be, because yeah, he's probably the closest one. So he is going to be gone. All right. Moving on. Okay, so the warriors are going to shoot onto the biker here. He's not going to jinx, so I'm just going to use my 3+ armor save on these shots. So hitting on 2, well, hitting on 2s because they're ballistic skill 5. All right, couple 1s there. I will take that. Yeah. All right, and then strength what? 4. Strength 4, so wounding on 5s. I probably could have helped you there, but you know. Yeah, it is true. I am a jerk. I ain't gonna help nobody.
It's about time people knew it.
It's true. I'm glad everyone now sees it. It's the truth of my jerkyhood. All right, so we've got 5 wounds there. So 5 3+s. 5 3+s. Oh, he is dead because I failed 2. Boom. All right, moving on. All right, destroyers are going to fire into my my dude bro right here. So he's got 8 shots that are coming in because only 4 of them are in range. So hitting on 2s, all hits. Glancing on 6s. Nothing. Oh, cocked. Nope, nothing. All right. Boo, says he. I say boo earns. All right, moving on. The Doomsday Ark, no, not Doomsday Ark, the Annihilation Barge is going to fire into my dude bro right there. So here comes his 4 shots, hitting on 2s, all hit.
And this counts as 2 extra.
Oh, that counts as 2 extra because that's 6. All right, and then 5s to glance. All right, so we got 2 pens and a glance. Which one do you want to take first? Because he's got a cover save there.
However you want to do it.
All right, I'll do the pens first. So 2 4-up ruin saves there. Yeah, that's how you do it. And then 1 glance. No, okay. Really? 6s or 1? That's the only options I'm going to be giving here? All right, I mean, I'm not going to complain that that's the way it went. So, all right, so he gets 1 whole point down. And now the underslung gun is going to fire. Hitting on 6s. Nope, misses. All right, moving on. All right, the Triarch Stalker is going to fire into my Rhino, which is going to jink. I'm just kidding, I can't do that. But he's still going to shoot into it, though. So hitting on a 2, that hits. What's the strength again?
Strength 8.
Strength 8, so looking for a 3 to glance. That's a pen. Intervening models there. So at 5 up cover here. Nope. So what's the AP on that? 1. AP 1. So +2 on this. Oh, it blows up. Boom. All right, so I will disembark those dude bros, and we'll come back to you with that. All right, so that's where they ended up there, and they passed their leadership test, so they are not pinned. All right, the Immortals are going to fire into my command squad there. So hitting on 2s, right? Yep. And he's got 3 that are cocked. All right. So we've got 2 that are extra, so that's additional 4 hits. So it's basically like you hit everything. All right, strength 5, toughness 4, looking for 3s.
6 wounds.
All right, we got 6 wounds. 6 3+ armor saves.
No, I'm really hoping to use the...
Yeah, that's how you do it. Oh, that's why they're command squad and not like toilet squad or something. Yeah, I don't know. That's yeah, I know I'm reaching. That's God. I'm the glacial geek, not the glacial comedian. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase here for the Necrons. Moving on to the assault phase. His dude bros here are going to be assaulting my tactical squad with my librarian in it. So first we're going to do Overwatch. I've got 4 rapid-firing bolt guns and 2 bolt pistols that are going to be firing, hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. Okay, I got a couple there. Nice. All right, their toughness is 5, so wounding on 5s. Okay, oh, 1. I got 1. Let's see. 3+. Yeah, they're good. All right, and your charge distance -2. I think anything but 4 is probably going to be enough because you need 2 inches.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Oh, yep, I think they're just in. Okay, cool. So we'll do that. We'll move them in, and I think we've got some more charges coming up, so we'll come back to you with those. All right, the Scarab Swarms are going to charge into my Dreadnought. So he's going to fire Overwatch, hitting on 6s because he doesn't have Grim Resolve. Twin linked. Okay. Oh, I wish it was 5s and 6s. Wounding on 2. That's a wound.
Cover?
Yep. 4+ cover save. Nope. So one of them is just blasted. All right. Do you want to roll your distance there? Oh, they will not make it. Oh, they've got fleet jerk faces. And that's probably going to be enough to get them in. I liked the double ones better. All right, the spider there is going to charge into my scouts. So they're going to fire Overwatch. There's 5 of them hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. All right, so I got 2. All right, wounding on 4s because of sniper. 6s are AP2 or rending. All right, 1 rending shot in there. So does he have any?
No, he doesn't have an arm.
Okay, so he takes a wound. Boom, and then you want to roll your distance and fail. No, he's totally in. All right, so it moves him in, and we'll come back to that. I think that's it for the charge. Do we have any more charges?
I just have to move their distance.
All right, so we've just got some assault moves, but those are boring to watch. So we'll do those, and then we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so we're going to start over here. We're going to start with my librarian and the regular dudes. We're going to go at I4. So these guys are going to be going into their the regular Praetorians. So my librarian has 2 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, which are going to be the black ones. He's going to be, what's their weapon skill? 4. 4. So he's going to be hitting on 3s because he's weapon skill 5. The green ones are from the regular dudes. They're going to be hitting on 4s. So 3s and 4s. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, so what's their toughness? Toughness 5, so wounding on 5s. Okay, so we've got 1 AP 3 and 1 regular. So
Armor save?
Armor save, 3+. He's good, and then the reanimation,
Save.
he's good. Oh man. All right, then I've got the attacks from my sergeant because he declared a challenge, so we moved him over there. He's going to be hitting weapon skill of 4, so he's going to be hitting on 4s. All right, toughness 6, so he's going to be wounding on 6s. Oh, 1 wound.
So
3+ armor save. Yeah, he's good. Okay, that's That's not good. All right.
So roll his attacks back.
So now we'll do his attacks back for the Destroyer Lord. So hitting on 4s. Oh,
Okay, so preferred enemy and mastercraft.
Oh, he's got preferred enemy and mastercrafted. Okay, so 1 hit.
Strength 7.
Strength 7. That's a wound. AP what?
2.
AP 2. So bye-bye, Sergeant. And then we've got the other guys. We'll consolidate in over here and attack. What do they have?
They have their Rods of the Covenant.
Okay, they've got the Rods of the Covenant,
which are Strength 6, AP 2.
Strength 6, AP 2. Ooh. Okay, Strength 6, AP 2. So their weapon skill 4, so they'll be hitting on 4s.
So 12 attacks.
12 attacks coming in here.
4s to hit.
4s to hit.
Preferred enemy.
Preferred enemy. Oh my God. Oh my God. You got one other 3 there.
Thank you.
No problem. Just out here to help, despite rumors to the contrary. Yeah, quote unquote help. All right, wounding on 2s. Oh yeah, AP 2, right?
Rolling 1s.
We're rolling 1s because he needed that.
I did.
All right, they're all dead. So everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. All right, so yeah, so we'll do that. Moving on in the fight sub phase. All right, so moving on to this combat over here. My Dreadnought's going to hit first. He's a Mortis Pattern Dreadnought, so he's got 2 base attacks, and he's got Strength 6, Weapon Skill 4. His weapon skill is 2. So, what's 4 attacks? Why? No, he's
Dreadnought.
yeah, but he's not the special kind. He's got all these other things.
All right.
I know. I'm just trying. I appreciate the 4 because that would be sweet as hell for me right now. But he's not. He's the. I gotta go with my rules. If I want to get the Skyfire, I gotta take the two attacks there.
Okay.
So here he comes. So he's gonna be hitting on 3s because their weapon skill 2. Of course. All right, wounding. Yeah, wounding on 2s. Okay, I didn't roll a 1. Armor save. No. 4. No. All right, so 1 is dead. So now he gets hit back. So he's got what? A bajillion shots, right?
15 attacks.
15 attacks. Woo, boy. So what is that? 4 base and plus. Oh man, plus 1 for charging. All right, 15 attacks hitting on 4s. Alrighty.
And 6s.
And 6s to glance. Nothing. But they are fearless, so that's just going to be locked into combat there. All right, so moving on to this battle here, we've got he's charged into my dude bros there, so they're going to attack first. Or he's got a Hammer of Wrath. I'm sorry, hitting wounding on. That's a wound. Take a wound. 4-up armor save. Get out of my way. Yeah, that's how you do it, because they're scouts. They're scouts of the 1st Legion. So now they're going to hit back. What's his weapon skill?
3.
Weapon skill, a whopping 3. So they're going to be hitting, that's right, scouts are hitting on 3s. They're going to use their crack grenades, because he's a monstrous creature and I can do that.
That counts.
That did not count, it fell out of my hand, sir. The number of times I've picked up 6s because of that. All right, so hitting on 3s. All right, yeah, see, that's what I get. That's what it was. 5 hits, wounding on 4s because they're using the crack grenades. So we got 3 wounds.
Takes 1.
Takes a wound. So he's down to, how many does he have? He's got 3 total, so he's down to 1. All right, so now he gets to hit back here. Hitting on 4s, 1 hit. Strength what?
6.
Strength 6, that's a miss. And is he fearless? Oh, he's a monstrous creature, so he's fearless. All right, so that should be the end of the Necron turn here. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn, the cards that he scored, and then we'll come back to you with the cards drawn by the Dark Angels. Moving on to at the end of the turn here, he got my secure objective 6, and he got his secure objective 5. So moving on, we'll come back to you for the card draw for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. So my great job here, I drew secure objective 6 and secure objective 5. So the 2 things that he could easily get. Okay, anyway, moving on. All right, we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. We have, or no, turn 2, just turn 2. The Devastator squad there is running in to help out the Dreadnought, get him out of there. The Land Raider here has moved up, shot up this way, looking onto those guys. They're moving up this way, looking onto the Annihilation Barge. And this guy's pivoted this way, looking this way. And those guys just stood still and holding their ground over there. So that's it for movement phase. He killed my Psyker, so I've got no Psychic phase. So we'll just come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 2 for Dark Angels. All right, so we're going to start with the tanks here shooting into the squad over here. So because he was immobilized, he couldn't turn around to go look at him. So he's going to have one sponson and the twin-linked turret. This guy's going to have all 3 shots going in there. So I've got 2 that are going to be twin-linked, which are going to be the black, and then 3 that are not twin-linked, which are going to be the green. So hitting on 3s. All right, I'll hit anyway. I'll take that anyway. Wounding on 2s. Yeah, nobody needs prescience when you could just do that. Suck it, psychers. Wounding on 2s. All right, we got 5 wounds. So 5. You want to look out, sir?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
So I'm going to make 3 saves on the Destroyer Lord.
Okay.
And I'm going to try look out, sir, 2 of them.
All right. So he's going to look out, sir. 2 of them on 2s. Looked out, sir.
So the cover save.
Cover save 4+.
Look out, sir.
Oh nope. 5+ because of the thing. Nope. So 2 of those guys are going to be dead. And then he's going to take 3 saves on the Destroyer Lord. So what's he going to have? 4+?
4, yeah, same thing. Basically.
Okay, invul or the cover save. All right, so he takes 2. And takes 1 because reanimated 1 of them. So he lost 2 guys and then took 1 wound onto his Destroyer Lord there. All right, so my land speeder is going to fire into the destroyers there. So I've got the blacks are going to be the assault cannon, the greens are going to be the 2 hurricane bolters. The hurricane bolters are going to be snap firing, hitting on 6s. The assault cannon, because of the power of the machine spirit, is going to be hitting at full ballistic steel 3s. So 3s and 6s, everything's twin linked. Okay. Twin linked. Alrighty. Fair number of hits there. Their toughness 5, right? Yep. Alright, so 3s to wound on the blacks, 6s are rending, and 5s to wound.
No, 5s. You're right.
Yeah, 5s on the hurricane bolters, and 3s on the assault cannons. 6s are rending on the assault cannons. Okay, so I've got 1 rending. And 3 regular wounds.
How would you like me to do it?
Let's do the rending first. So 4+, he saved, and then 3 pluses. Okay, 2 go through.
Saved them both.
Saved them both with 5s, like a jerk. All right, command squad's going to fire into the immortals. So I'm going to rapid fire with 3 plasma guns and then fire with 2 plasma pistols. So hitting on 3s. Another 1. 3+ armor. He's good. All right. So I've got 5 hits. Wounding on 2s. Okay. So 5 wounds. AP2. So 4+ cover save? Yeah, I'll just do it over there. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 4+. Okay, at least 1 died. Ugh. All right, then I'm going to fire the Stormbolter from the drop pod. Hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s, right? Toughness 5? Oh, wounding on 4s. All right, 1 wound. That's good. All right, so that's it for shooting phase here for the Dark Angels on turn 2. So now we're going to move on to the assault phase. The Devastator squad there is going to charge in. I need a 3 because they're going through terrain. Oh, I wish I'd saved that for the other guys. So they made it really well. And then these guys are going to charge into him. So I need a 6 on this roll because they're 7 inches away. They get +3 to their charge roll, and they're going through dangerous terrain. So I just need a 6. I swear, if I get a 3 on this, I'm going to be very upset. Oh, 7, they're just in. Woo! Okay, so we'll move them in and come back to you with a fight sub phase. All right, we're going to start over here with this battle. So the Devastator squad's going to have 11 attacks on the charge, and my Dreadnought's going to have 2 attacks, so these are going to be the black ones. So everything's hitting on 3s. Okay. All right. Toughness 3. Toughness 3. So the greens are going to be wounding on 3s. The blacks are wounding on 2s. All right. Let me get those in focus. Alrighty. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Two. Let's do the 2 that are insta kills.
Good choice.
Yeah. So 6s. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done it.
And then
and then 5 others. So what is that?
So let's see. So 1 dies.
1 dies for sure.
And then I take 4 wounds.
Take 4 wounds.
So I've got 1 left with a couple wounds on.
He's got 1 left. Ah, I wanted him just to be dead.
Scarab's tying you up still?
Ah, they're totally tying me up still. All right, so he's got back with the 1 scarab, so it's going to be 4 base, right?
Yeah. On the
All right. What's up?
On the dreadnought.
He's going to do it on the dreadnought. So hitting on 4s. Okay, 2 hits. Glancing on 6s.
Come on, give me a repeat.
No repeat. No repeat. Yes. Yes!
See you next turn.
Yes! But we will see him next turn anyway, because he's got me locked in there. Okay, so yeah, that's
Actually, a bummer. I'd rather.
it's yeah, man. I mean, you want to win it on your turn, on my turn. I want to win. No,
Win it on my turn.
I did want to win it on your turn. So okay, all right, yeah, I'll take it. Okay, it's fine. All right, moving on. All right, we're gonna move on to this attack over here. So my dudes are gonna go first. So I got crack grenades coming in here, hitting on 3s.
It looks so cool.
Oh, come on, you guys. Wound on 4s. All right, 1. No, he lost it. Yes. You bros are going to be getting a promotion to full battle brother. Boom. All right, moving on to this combat over here. I've got my chaplain is going to be the black dice because chaplains are like their blackness, like their souls. What? No. So he's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. The Knightmaster is going to be the yellow ones. Those are 3 base. He's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge. And the green ones are going to be the other guys with the Maces of Absolution, which are 2 base plus 1 for the charge. So all these are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of first round of combat with Zealot.
You're gonna need it.
I probably will gonna need it.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. Yes. I will. Doesn't it count? I think it counts. No. All right. So here comes the re-roll. Oh, what? Dice, you're abandoning me.
See this.
All right. So all of these are strength plus 2. So they're all 6s. He's got rear armor of 11. So I need 5s to glance. How many hull points do you have?
3.
3 hull points. So I need to see 3 5s. Yeah! It is dead. And all those are AP3, so it can't explode.
Except it's open top, so it can.
Oh, it is open topped. Oh, no! All right, so 5s are glance. Jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, 5s are glances, so it's definitely going to be dead.
Yep. But it looks
But
like
like
pens.
4 pens.
Oh.
4 pens because of the open top here. So plus 1. I don't want to see any 6s. Oh, of course I see a dang 6. Distance 1 inch. So just the front row of guys. But so 3 guys. No. Yeah, that's right. Woo! And that thing is gone. Boom. All right, moving on. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's it for the fight sub phase. So I will be moving those guys, and then we'll come back to you with the cards that I completed. All right, so I got blood and guts. If I had managed to kill 1 more scarab base, I could have gotten D3 victory points, but I didn't. So I get 1. That's right. He drew secure objective 3. Woo! All right, movement phase here for the Necrons. He's shot up this way. Those warriors are moving over this way. There's Triarch Jerkface over here is moving over this way. The destroyers. All of this is codex accurate. That's just the way it is. The destroyers here are here. These dude bros going over here. That's actually a squad of dude bros. Moving over here, looking at my poor command squad who never did anything to nobody.
Command squad wishing they
What? They killed 3 of your immortals. That's because they deserved it. Those immortals said nasty things. I think one of the things was racist. So, Probably. I mean, Necrons, man, right? The Destroyer Lord over here separated from these dude bros. These dude bros moved up this way, looking on my My poor defenseless predators over here. So that's movement phase. They don't have any psychic phase because they're just metal. And we're going to move on to shooting phase. Immortals are going to fire into my dude bros here. They're going to jink. Just kidding, they don't do that. So hitting on 3s.
One miss.
One miss.
1 6.
Oh, but 1 6, so plus
9
1.
hits. Yeah.
Nine hits out of 8 shots. Bunch of jerks. Wounding on what? 4s? Wounding on 3s? Oh, straight 5. So we got 6 wounds. Alrighty. So we got 6, 3 plus saves. Nope, that's 7. 6, 3 plus saves. Yeah! That's how you do it! Commanding the field of battle over there. Woo! Alright, now the warriors here are going to fire into my command squad over here. So we've got, is it all 19 shots? They're not rapid fire, are they? Yeah.
They are rapid fire.
They are rapid fire. Alright, so we're going to find out, so it's what, 38 shots, I think, probably? 38 shots coming in here onto my guys. So that's a little rough. How many is this coming in here for us?
23.
These are 23 shots coming in. So hitting on 3s.
2s.
Oh, hitting on 2s because they're ballistic to 5. So, oh man. All right, let's figure out these ones. So wounding on 4s. Oh. Reroll. Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of 6s in
So
there.
that's a lot.
14 wounds.
So 14 wounds so far, right? Or is that?
Yeah. 15 more shots.
All right, so 14. I'm going to do 6 at a time here. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. So first 10, 3 pluses. Okay, I lost 3 guys so far. And then 4. Okay, that's all. They're all dead because apparently they could only make 1 set of saves, like a bunch of jerks. All right, so they are dead. All right, moving on. The Doom Croissant is going to shoot into my Terminators over here. It's the small blast of the middle part there. So he's going to put it right on onto the middle guy over there. See if it scatters. Nope, direct hit. Ugh. So how many is that? Is that all 5 there?
I think it's just 5.
Okay, so he's got all 5 there. So 5 wounded on 2s. So 5 wounds. 5 3 plus invul saves. Oh, 3 guys dead. And now the other gun's gonna fire in here.
4 hits.
4 hits. Wounding on what? 2s? Strength 7. So 4 armor saves. I'm gonna look out, sir, those 4 saves first. So 2 pluses. All right. Then do 2 at a time there. 2 pluses. Well, I guess I can just do them all at this point, but they're gonna go on to the other guys. So 2 pluses. And they're all good. Okay, cool. So yeah. Stalker is going to shoot into them, hitting on a 2, hitting, wounding on a, not a 1, boom. All right, the warriors there are going to fire into the Land Raider over here. So all but 2 of them are in rapid fire range. So we got 18 shots coming in, hitting on 2s. Oh, there's a couple. Oh, that's cocked. All right, a couple 1s. Just 2 of them. Seriously, all those 6s. I'm glad those weren't the exploding dice there. Wounding, glancing on 6s. 1. All right. Yep, just 1. All right, so he takes the whole point. All right, the destroyers are going to fire into my Land Raider here. So 2 shots each, so 10 shots. Not hitting on 1s.
Except preferred enemy.
Their preferred enemy.
Did he get preferred?
Oh, those guys have preferred enemy. And then glancing on 6s. So we've got 2 more hull points down. So he's down to 1. Alrighty. So moving on to the assault phase here, we've got we're going to start with the Praetorians there. Right, Praetorians, yeah. So their assault move is going to get them in, and then his assault move is also going to get him in. So they are assaulting in. Alrighty then. Alright, so we're going to start over here. We'll start with the Praetorians first.
Actually, I have to do the Destroy Lord first.
Oh, he has to do the Destroyer Lord first. So
Initiative 2.
he's initiative 2, so we're going to do the Destroyer Lord first. Hitting automatic hits, so right? Because it's immobilized there. He's in the one that's immobilized, so it's automatically hits.
Yeah.
So 3 don't do preferred enemy. Do you get preferred enemy for wounds? Or for vehicles?
Oh,
for hull points of vehicles?
Well, I have to roll these separately because they're all 2d6 because he has armor bane.
Oh, okay. So you have to redo it because it's all armor band. So the first one is a pen. Second one's a pen. Third one is, what's the strength? Glance.
Yeah.
Strength 8.
Strength.
Oh, strength 7.
Armor 10 on the back.
Armor 10 on the back. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
All right.
pens.
So 3 pens. Let's do the pens first. AP what?
AP2.
AP2. So it's first one is a wreck. So then it moves on to this one. AP1. So that's an explode.
No, AP2.
AP2. Okay, so that's an immobilized. So it is immobilized and down to 1 hull point. Oh, brutal. But I think this guy is now wrecked. I got to figure out if he's got to consolidate. If they can consolidate.
I know they get to push in, but I don't think I can make.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make the 3 inches into base to base with anything that's still alive in there. So we're going to figure this one out and come back to you. All right. So moving on to this combat over here. I've got my 6 attacks coming from my Devastator squad, and then I've got 2 attacks from my Dreadnought. So hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on, what's their toughness again? 3. So wounding on 3s and 2. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So 4 saves.
No, he does.
No, he's dead. All right. Woo! I was very upset that I was afraid he was going to survive. So he is dead. All right. So they will consolidate, and then we'll come. That's the end of Necron's turn here. So we'll come back to you with the cards that he successfully got. All right. He secured both of my objectives there. Secure objective 6 and secure objective 5. So we'll come back to you after the cards drawn for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, so I drew secure objective 5, giving him another point in his turn. I got secure objective 3, which is good for me, and then hungry for glory, I have to declare a challenge on my turn. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, movement phase here for Dark Angels. He stood still, just pivoted a bit. They stood still. He moved up 6 inches. These guys moved 4 inches. Those guys stood still. He turned his guns onto the Destroyer Lord over here. He stood still because he had to. And that's it for the Dark Angels here. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on bottom of turn 3. All right, so my Mortis Pattern Dreadnought is going to fire into his Doom Scythe. So he said he's going to jink. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. Both hits. What's the armor? Armor 11, so 2s to glance. All right, 1 glance and 1 pen. So let's do the glance first. Cocked. Nope, that goes through. And then the pen also goes through. So the effect of the pen plus 1 for AP2 is a 3. So he'll be snap firing. Alrighty, so 2 hull points down on the Doom Croissant. Devastator Squad is going to fire into the Destroyers. So I've got 2 grav cannons. One of them is going to have the Signum, which is going to be the black ones, hitting on 2s. And then 2 bolter shots coming from the other Marines there. So hitting on 3s and 2s. Okay. That's cocked. It wasn't a 1. So that's out. That's out. Okay, so now glancing on 3+ armor, right? So the green and the black are going to be wounding on 3s, toughness 5, so the yellows are going to be wounding on 5s. Alrighty, so re-rolling because of grav amps. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cover saves to these dudes. 4+.
4 up.
Oh man, 2, 5 ups. So 1 wound, but the closest guy is dead. So boom. All right, the Land Raider here is going to fire into the Destroyers. He moves 6 inches, so 1 can fire at full, and then +1 can fire at full because of Power of the Machine Spirit. So the blacks are going to be full ballistic skill assault cannons. The greens are going to be full ballistic skill hurricane bolters, and then the yellow is going to be snap firing hurricane bolters. So hitting on 3s and 6s. Everything's twin linked. Okay. All right, 3s and 6s. Okay. All right, so the blacks are going to be wounding on 3s, and the greens are going to be wounding on 5s. Okay. Okay, so I've got 2 armor saves and 1 that's rending, so 1 cover save. Let's do the 2 armor saves. So those are good, and then the 1 cover save is good. Alright, Predator is going to fire into the Doom Lord there. No, Devastator Lord, not Doom Lord. Alright, we'll go with Doom Lord. That's his new nickname, is Doom Lord. The black is going to be the Twin Link shot, hitting on 3s. Alright, both hits, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, 2. Oh.
Shit, come on.
Yeah, he's dead. What?
Resurrection protocols.
What's the resurrection protocols?
That was his 4-up invulnerable save.
Oh, he's got a 4-up invul save. Oh, that is lame. Hell, he didn't. He needed to save the 1. Of course, he's down to 1 wound. Oh. My snipers over here are going to fire into his destroyers. He says whatever. They say for the lion. So that doesn't count, even though it probably was going to be good. So hitting on 3s. Okay, 4 hits.
They're real sharpshooters.
Wounding on 4s. You know what? You know what? Wounded on 4s.
Okay, they're the Boy Scouts of the
Boom! How's that? How's that? 1 rending and 1 AP2 basically, and 2 armor saves. So why don't we do the 2 armor saves first? All right, and then the cover save. Ooh!
Hey.
Ooh! Ooh! Moving on. Stormbolter from here is going to fire into the Immortals, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Right? No, 4s. 4s. 1 wound. Yep, that's good. All right. All right, that's the end of the shooting phase. These guys are now going to charge into these guys. So we got 20 shots coming in, hitting on 6s. That's a cock too, right over there.
Where?
Phrasing this one right here. Yeah, that's right. That's the way we've been playing. You hit 5 times? Who does that? All right.
No, wounding 0
Wounding
times.
on 4s.
No, wounding 4 times.
Wounding 4 times. God, this is where I'm going to roll 1s. This is where I'm going to roll freaking 1s.
Get 2 1s. That would be great.
No, I don't want 2 1s. I don't want any 1s.
Like a
2 plus armor saves. No, I'm not going to get a 4-inch charge. Don't do that. Don't curse me like that. Oh, I did lose a guy anyway. Bunch of BS.
All right, now let's see that
All right.
3-inch charge.
Well, they needed a 3-inch charge. They may now need a 4-inch charge. If I get a 3-inch charge,
No, that's what I'm
and
saying.
he's out,
3-inch charge. That's what you needed.
I'm going to be so upset. Oh! Oh! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Okay, they made it. Oh! All right. All right, we're going to move them into combat, and we'll come back to you with the fight subphase. All right, so they're in. So we've got a Hammer of Wrath from the Knight. So on a 4, yep, that's a wound.
Okay, 4-up armor.
4-up armor. Nope. Reanimation. Oh, okay, so he made it. So now their attacks are going to come in. I've got 3 attacks from the Knight, and I've got 4 attacks from the Interrogator Chaplain.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah. Are you initiative step what? 2. So yeah, we're just going to do my guys first. So we've got all hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of the first round of combat. All right, wounding on 2s, AP3. Oh no, AP4 on the.
They've only have 4-up saves.
They've got 4-up saves, so everything's good. Everything's going to be going through. So wounding on 2s. All right, 6 reanimation protocols.
Looks like 1.
1 saved. So 5 guys die. Boom! I'll take that. All right, and then we'll come back to you with his attacks. So they consolidated in, and nobody could get into base to base. So he lost by 5, and he failed. So now we're going to move on to. I can't sweep in advance because I got Terminator armor. So let's see you run away. And he run away 9 inches.
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to run away. We'll come back to you with the cards that I successfully got, if I got any. All right, I got 2 secure objective 3s, 1 from mine and 1 from his. So pretty good. We'll come back to you with his drawn cards. He drew secure objective 1 and secure objective 6. If he had only gotten that secure objective 1 earlier in the game, it would have been beautiful, but it's not. It's ugly and painful. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for Necrons here on top of turn 4. All right, movement phase for the for the Necrons here, they regrouped, so they moved up 3 inches back over this way. Triax Stalker is moved up this way. These guys shuffled around a bit so that they're within 3. Well, he fell over, but he is within 3 of that. These guys are moving over this way. Those guys stood back there on objective 6 still. These guys moved around and regrouped up with the Doom Lord over here, and the croissant of doom over there flew off the table. So he'll be coming back eventually. So that's movement phase. So now we're going to move on to shooting phase. All right, the Triax Stalker is going to shoot into my Land Raider. What did he ever do to you?
Everything.
He did nothing. Nothing, sir. So hitting on a 3. That's a hit. It's a Melta.
No!
Yeah! I think you mispronounced yeah. You sounded like a no to you, but it's a yeah!
Whatever.
Woo! All right, the destroyers are now going to shoot because they saw how miserably their Triax Stalker failed. So hitting on 3s, or hitting on 2s, right? Preferred enemy. That's a 2, so that counts, unfortunately. Glancing on 6s. He only needs 1, but he doesn't get it! Woo! Is that getting annoying yet?
No.
No, it's not, because I keep saying it anyway. Woo! All right, the Warrior Squad over here is going to shoot into these guys. 11 shots, right? 11 guys are within range.
Yep.
So hitting on 3s or 2s?
2s rerolling
2s, rerolling 1s, and 6s count as 2. Right?
No.
No. These are the guys.
6, yeah.
They're ballistic steel test 6. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right, so they're good. Anyway, wounding on strength 4, right? Yep. So 4s. All right, so we got 3 wounds, 3 2 pluses. All right, all of them made it. Yes! We've got the Eldritch Lance coming in from the squad there. That's a hit. That's a wound. Strength 8 AP2. So I got a 3+ invul save. Yes! That's how you do it. So that's it for shooting. These guys now are going to assault over here. So he's going to jink, and if they miss, they can't get in. That's a rule I just made up. So that's their assault move. Yeah, they're going to be in. So we'll come back to you, move them in, and come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right, so here we go. We're going to start here with the Doom Lord. Hitting on 3s. Oh, these are... No. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, that's a pen. That's a pen. That's a pen. That's a pen. I forgot that he hit automatically because he's immobilized. So that's 4 pens plus 1. Yeah, it explodes. How many inches? 6 inches. It's going to hit them all. Woo! So here we go. I mean, if he's going to die, he may as well take someone down with him. Oh, these are... what's the average toughness? Is 5? So wounding on 5s. 2 wounds. So 2...
3 ups?
3 ups, and they're good. All right. Well, I mean, it was worth a shot, right? All right, so that's the end of Necron's turn 4 here. So we'll come back to you with the cards that he received and accomplished. All right, so he got my secure objective 5, and he got his secure objective 6 and secure objective 1. So pretty brutal. All right, so we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels here at the bottom of turn 4. All right, so I got Scour the Skies, Overwhelming Firepower, and Secure Objective 2. His flyer is back in ongoing reserves now because he flew off the table, so great. All right, moving on. All right, movement phase here for Dark Angels on turn 4. He moves, so he's not going to get snap firing on the ground there. These guys stood still. He shot up 12 inches over towards these guys. They moved up towards them. And he's staying still because he's a drop pod. All right, so that's movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 4. All right, so starting off the shooting phase here, we got the Land Raider is going to fire into this squad over here. So Power of the Machine Spirit, I'm going to make the Assault Cannon fire full ballistic skill, which is going to be the black ones. And then he's going to be snap firing the Hurricane Bolters, which are going to be the green ones. So hitting on 3s and 6s. Okay, twin linked.
I thought it was amusing.
This is going to be twin linked over here.
Just like filling my knees.
All right. Oh, these are 6s I need. So hitting on 3s and 6s. Alrighty. So now their average toughness is 5 there. So the greens are going to be wounding on 5s. The blacks are going to be wounding on 3s. 6s are rending on the blacks. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armor saves. If you want to take them, are you going to look out, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to look out, sir. All
right, you got a 5 lookout, sirs. Are they all gone? 2. Okay, yep. So start it 2 at a time. Yep. So 3 plus, good. 3 plus, good. Yep, 1 fail. Yeah, 1 guy dies. So it'll be the closest guy there. All right, moving on. All right, Dreadnought is going to fire into them. So hitting on 3s, twin linked. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. You going to look out, sir?
Yep.
All right, looking out, sir. 2 pluses. Both looked out, sir. 1 at a time here. So just reanimation, right? 5 plus. Oh, of course he does! Of course he does! Oh.
Edit for this.
All right, moving on. All right, the Devastator squad is going to fire into the destroyers. So, 2 graph cannons. Black one's going to be the 2s, and then the 2 shots from the 2 bolters. So, hitting on 3s and 2s. All right, I chose well. All right. Wounding on 5s on the yellow, wounding on 3s on the greens and black. Rerolling because of grav amps. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cover saves. 4 plus. All right, and then 5 plus, or yes. So 3 wounds. So 1, he's going to be dead, and then 1 onto that guy. Which, oh, he doesn't have a wound? Oh, I thought he did. Oh, the 2 bad guys have wounds. Ah! All right. So, yep. So that's that. Moving on. All right, scouts are going to fire into this group over here. So, hitting on 3s. Oh, come on. Wow. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 4s. All right, 1 wound, it's AP2. So they just got their resurrection protocol. Oh, of course he does. All right, moving on. He's going to fire a storm bolter into those guys. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 3 up armor. He's good. Alrighty, I think that's it for shooting. We've got 1 charge that we've got, so we'll come back to you with that. These guys are going to charge into there. So Overwatch coming in, 10 shots, hitting on 6s, 2 hits, 1 wound, 2 plus. Whoa! Come on!
Kill all those guys on Overwatch.
You're gonna be kidding me. At least he'll make it into combat. So we'll come back to you with a fight sub phase. All right, so we're gonna start over here with my chaplain. So he's got 3 base plus 1 for the charge, hitting on 3s. Okay, re-rolling because of first round of combat. All right, wounding on 2s. All right, so got 3 wounds.
Saving 1.
Saving all but 1.
No.
Oh, that's 5 plus?
It's
Oh,
5
okay.
plus for them because they're
5 plus because they're farther than 6 inches. Okay, so losing 2. So then you've got your 3 guys that get to come in and attack. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. So 2 hits. Wounding on 2 wounds. 2 plus armor saves. Good. So you lost combat by 2. And they're passed, so they're going to be locked in combat. Good. That's kind of what I wanted. All right, so that's the end of Dark Angel's turn here. We'll come back to you with the cards that I accomplished. All right, I managed to get overwhelming firepower. So we'll come back to you with the cards that he draws for his turn. All right, so he drew Secure Objective 6 again. How many of those have we gotten? And then he got Witch Hunter, which he killed him already. So unfortunately, he won't be getting that. But because he could have gotten it at the beginning of the game, we still keep those ones. So yeah, those are the cards he drew. So moving on, we'll come back to you after movement phase for Necrons here. All right, movement phase. Doom Croissant came in, looking on these guys. He's moving in there, looking to join in this combat. These guys moved up this way. These guys kind of shuffled around this way. They stood still where they are. And he's running like a little coward over this way because he's trying to get the objective like a jerk. So that's the movement phase for the Necrons here. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase for the Necrons on turn 5. So he's going to fire onto the Dreadnought here, right on the front here.
Hit.
It's a hit. Oh. Okay. So so you get. Whoa.
Just
I think it's 2 on those dudes and 1 on the On the Dreadnought.
On the squad?
On the squad, that's 2 wounds.
On the Dreadnought?
On the Dreadnought,
It'll be a glance.
it'll be a glance. So the Dreadnought with a 4+ cover save. No, so he'll be taking another hull point down to 1, and then the 2 wounds onto them. It's AP 1, right?
Yeah.
So 2 4+ cover saves. 1 made it. So
It's got to be the sergeant unless you make lookout, sir.
is it? Because is it a ordnance? Is it barrage?
Oh, no.
No, it's not barrage. Yes, it's coming closest. So
Sorry,
yeah.
You're absolutely
I know I'm right.
I'm sorry.
God, don't you?
I'm sorry.
Don't question me.
Quit yelling
Don't
at me.
ever question me. All right, moving on. His other gun's going to fire onto the Dreadnought, hitting on twin linked over here. So we got 3 hits. Strength, what is it again?
7.
Strength 7, armor on side 12, so looking for 5s. Got 2 glances. I need to make both of these saves.
Part of the line, man.
Otherwise, he does. It's true. He has the heart of the lion inside of him. Like, literally, the heart of the lion was placed inside of this Dreadnought. It was a weird thing to do, but, you know, what are you going to do? You got to do what you got to do. So he's got the heart of the lion in there, and the heart of the lion says, make these saves. Oh, didn't make any of them. So it's a wreck. And that's awful. And I should have gotten rid of Scour the Skies. It wasn't actually the heart of the lion. It was the heart of like a lemur or something, I think. So that was the mistake. And the chaplain was like, no, it's fine. They'll never know that it's not the lion. They'll just think it's a lion. So so he's dead. The destroyers over here are going to shoot into the Devastator squad, hitting on 2s. Twos, hitting on 2s.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because of preferred enemy, but they don't need it. So
3s.
Rerolling 1s. All right, so that's 6 wounds.
AP3.
AP3, so 6. 4+ cover saves. Ugh, 3. Ugh. From them, that just leaves the stupid ass sergeant. Lame as hell. All right, moving on. Warrior dude bros here are going to be firing into my Land Raider. So we've got, how many shots again? I'm sorry? 20 shots coming in. I'm glad you could remember. So here we go. Here we go. Can he make it? Coming in here. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of being cheaters. Just kidding. Because
hasn't even worked yet.
It hasn't worked yet. All right, so then all of these shots glancing on 6s.
And then you'll get your cover save.
And then I'll get my cover save because he's shooting like basically through those buildings. So 6s. Oh, for days. So 3 of them?
Yeah.
I need to make all 3 of these. What is it with me needing all of my saves to happen? Otherwise, I'm just doomed. So 3 4-up saves. Come on! Yeah! Oh, I didn't see you, you son of a gun! It's glanced to death like a big old jerk face.
Chaplain.
All right, so his Triarch Stalker is going to charge into here. He rolled a 7, so he'll get in. The thing is, he's got front armor 13, so therefore, my chaplain can't do anything to him. So you say, oh, but you've got the rule, our weapons are useless, and you could just voluntarily run away. Wrong, because he's fearless, which means that he can't voluntarily choose. So now, he's going to be stuck there for the rest of the game, which I mean I hope is going to end very soon. All right, so we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase here on turn 5. All right, so this is the only fight we got going on here. So this is the fight sub phase. The chaplain's going to go first. He's going to put it all onto the warriors, hitting on 3s. Okay, so I got 2. Wounding on 2s. 1 wound.
5 up.
5 up. Of course he does. Of course he does. All right. So then we'll come back to you with his attacks. All right. So here comes his Hammer of Wrath. We forgot about that. So it's no wound. So
Strength 7.
Oh, strength 7. So it is a wound. So 2+ save. Oh, he's good. Okay. So now we'll come back to you with his attacks. All right. So he's got the 3 warrior attacks coming in and 4 attacks from the Stalker, hitting on 4s. Okay. 2 or 3 hits from the Walker. So then, what's the strength? Strength 7?
Strength 7.
Strength 7, hitting on, wounding on 2s. It's 3 wounds.
3 armor saves.
3 armor saves, a 2+. And he's good. So he is fine. So that's going to be a tied combat, and they're all going to be sticking in there. But I think that's going to be the end of the game here. So that's how it ends, with a Necron victory. This world is continuing to be overrun by the Tombworld opening up underneath it. And no amount of lion hearts or lemur hearts were able to hold them at bay. So I mean, it was a close game. Really fought really hard all the way through, and then at the end it just kind of snowballed a bit. And then once he locked my chaplain up in combat, there was no way I was going to be able to do anything. He's got Linebreaker over here, and he's going to get another objective, and I can't do anything. I've got the one sergeant over here, and I've got the scout squads. My scouts are pretty awesome. They keep doing awesome things, so I like them. And I really like that drop pod. That was fun to use. So you'll probably see more of them in the future. So yeah, that's how it ends. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Phil the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Danny. And share, like, and subscribe the video. And until next time, everybody, have a good one.